Hey guys, Sam here from Ecommerce.com. Every single one of your customers has a checklist in their mind when they go to your website. And if you can check the boxes on this checklist, then you can get them to buy your products. This is a very important concept for you to understand because if you can implement this, then you can get way more customers and way more sales. And it's one of the most common mistakes I see new e-com store owners make. They just throw up a basic website, a Shopify store, and they don't really think about the content they're putting on their store. Think about the last time you went out and bought something specific. For example, say you wanted a haircut and you wanted to try and find a barber or a hair salon near your place. Even without realizing it, you had a checklist in your mind for choosing that barber or hairdresser. And there's a variety of factors on that checklist. You probably want a barber that's at the right price. You probably have an acceptable range in your head, maybe $5 to $50, depending on what you want. You want a barber that knows how to cut the style that you want. You want a barber that has good reviews. You want a barber that's open at the same time that you want to go get your haircut. You probably care about location as well. You don't want to drive 5 hours to get a haircut unless it's an amazing haircut. So you have this checklist in your mind, even if you don't consciously think about it or know it. Now imagine if you're that barber and you're trying to get more clients, more customers for your barbershop. You're going to want to try and figure out my checklist, the customer, and figure out how you can actually satisfy each of those things and communicate that to me on your website. And if I care about these things and you show me that you satisfy them, you're at the right price, you do the right style, the right location, the right open hours, good reviews, then there's a good chance you're going to win my business. And the exact same thing happens for your e-commerce store. Every time someone goes to Google and they searches for a product that you sell, they have a checklist in their mind as they're looking at your store. The better you know your customers, the more likely you are to understand this checklist that they have and then be able to make your store fit what they're looking for. You'll know exactly what they want and what they care about when they're looking for this product, and then you can show that you do that and that your product does that and then win their business. Now, there are some things that exist on everyone's checklist when they're looking at an e-commerce store to buy from. These are things like, does the checkout feel secure? Does the site look professional? Are there spelling mistakes or design mistakes on this website? Does the site have an SSL certificate? Does the site look good if I'm viewing it on my phone? Does the store have reviews? Yes, you can get sales without reviews, but if they're looking at your store with 0 reviews and they look at a competitor that has 500 reviews, they're much more likely to buy from the competitor because they can trust that just a little bit more. These are things that every single store needs to have. And there's more stuff to add to this list as well, specific to your store. And the more stuff on this list that you mess up, the greater chance that you're gonna lose this customer. Because these things all create friction that you need to resolve by communicating with your store. Think about it, as they're looking at your site, they've got all these questions they're trying to answer in their mind as they go through looking at your products, looking at everything and going through the buyer's journey. And everything you do to show them that you're the best seller of that product is gonna move them through that journey to actually purchasing from you, and you get the sale. A great tip is to install screen recording software on your website that tracks how people actually use your website. I recommend Lucky Orange or Hotjar. I'll leave a link to both of those below. The free version is fine for you guys. It gets you enough data to really have a good idea what people want on your website. It's really cool because it creates videos of how people use your website, so you can see them moving the cursor or scrolling down and looking at each section. This gives you insanely valuable data because you can see where they scroll, where they stop, and what could have caused them to leave the site and not buy from you, which could very well be the checklist item that you failed. It didn't match what they're looking for. You can then potentially fix that up and improve your store for future customers. That's it for today's video, guys. Hope that was helpful. If it was, give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments below. Really appreciate that. Check out my other videos. Consider subscribing. I'm putting out a lot of great content for you guys to help you grow your e-commerce stores. That's it for today. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye for now.